Hi and welcome back to Pittman's Pumpkin Patch. I wasn't planning on doing another video. I did one this morning, and this is June 22nd, 2011. And I had showed earlier my surprise that I woke up to in the morning of a female flower that bloomed and everything this morning. And there it is right there. And it's probably going to die and everything because there was no male flowers in which to pollinate it. So there it is. Again, I showed you that this morning on part 5. But lo and behold, I have other things going on that I didn't include in that video, and it's just simply amazing what I have going on. And I'm trying to find it on some of the plants. Is I have what's called runners, or secondary vines. Here's one right here. Okay, let me show you. Right here is the main vine that's going out there on this Cinderella plant. Okay, but right here, coming off of the main vine here, right here, is another vine. And I know it's another vine because it not only did it make its leaf and stem and leaf right here, but it's come out here and it's growing more stem and leaves. So I know that that's a vine because it continues to grow more and more leaves. So that's a secondary vine, or what they call a runner. And those are to be encouraged. Okay? But you want to kind of train them away from your main vine and away from any fruit that you're going to grow. Because they can start to crisscross and go all the way in different ways. So I wanted to show you that, and I have other plants that are doing the same. But also, lo and behold, now that I was taken by surprise by that female flower right there opening up this morning, so I figured I'll go ahead and take a look at some of the others and maybe I'll see something else. And lo and behold, I do. Right here, let me zoom in, you can see it right there, is another female flower right there. And you can see the baby pumpkin right there underneath the petals. Okay, so that tells me that it's a female flower. And again, this is on a Cinderella plant. Okay, so that's what's going on there. And again, well, here's another secondary vine right here. See, here's a stem and leaf, and here's more leaf and stem coming here. So there's that secondary vine coming right there, coming off the main vine down here. So that's happening quite a bit. Now last year I had none of this, so this is all news things to me. And remember I told you guys that I planted more Howden seeds up here. Well, right there, after about let's see, I think 4 days in the ground, this Howden plant sprouted up, and that was this afternoon. Now I have another seed up roughly right about in there. It hasn't come up yet, so that's a good sign for me. If this thing has already sprouted up in 4 days, which usually takes 7 to 10 for most plants to do that, if that's popped up in 4, that's probably going to be a sign that that's a healthy plant, because right next door to it, my other Howden plant right here, that one that's doing really well, it has it popped up like in 6 days, and it's really done great. So if this one here's popped up in 4, I can't imagine what that baby's going to do. Oh, and while I'm over here at the Howden plant, let me show you another thing I discovered this evening. On this one, let me get down in here, you can see another female flower. This one is on the Howden pumpkin. Let me zoom in on there. Now notice this particular variety right here. Here's the pumpkin that I'm touching. This one is more green, and on the other plants they've been a little bit more of a pale green to a even slightly yellow color. But this particular variety has a green baby pumpkin underneath the petals. Okay, so that's what's going on now. I guess I'll clue you, give a little tip here. If you're going to do hand pollination to ensure that your pumpkins are going to grow, or at least, you know, be pretty certain they will, one sign that you know that your female flowers, or even the male flowers, are getting ready to open up is when the petals, which are really dark green right now, when during the evening time, if they start to have a yellow color to them, okay, the green, you know, they have a yellow coloring, that tells you right there that the next morning those flowers are going to open up, they're going to bloom. So that is a very important key to knowing when your male or female flowers are going to open up. Okay, again, the petals will turn yellow in the evening time, they'll turn a yellowish color, and there's your clue. Alright, so now I've looked at some of the other pumpkin plants and I didn't see anything as far as female flowers, but over here on this one Big Max I did discover this evening, as you can see right there, another female flower. Now you can see that this particular variety on the Big Max here, that this has a yellow baby pumpkin instead of the green one like you saw on the Howden. Again, there's the green petals. Alright, so just a lot. I keep videotaping, but every time I turn around something new is going on, and it's just crazy how all this stuff is happening. And again, here is a secondary vine or a runner coming off of here. Here's the main vine right here, really thick one, and coming off of here, because here is a lemon stem and leaf, but then it comes out here and it's starting to grow more. So you can see how all these things, these secondary vines, the runners, are going to eventually start crisscrossing over each other, and it's going to become very difficult to get in here and manage the plants against bugs and diseases and measuring or whatever that I might do with the fruit when they start to grow. So it's going to be a challenge. I didn't have this challenge last year. It just wasn't the same. This year that I've changed where I put my plants, so they're getting more sunlight. I got better seeds. I got better soil with more different fertilizers and compost and manure and things into it. It's really made a huge difference in how my plants have taken off and everything that I'm seeing going on this year. So this is another learning experience for me, and so I'll take this into next year's season, because I never had secondary vines or runners last year. I didn't have any of that stuff, so I didn't have to worry about this crisscrossing of the vines and things. But this year I'm going to have to deal with it. But it's an interesting challenge. I love it, and I just wanted to show you that. Nothing coming up from the new mound yet, but maybe another 2 or 3 days, who knows, something might come up. Okay, I just wanted to show you that stuff, and I'll talk more and more about the flowers and everything, and as things progress, and I'll keep my eye on these female flowers. No male flowers look ready yet, and they're starting to, some of them are starting to get longer stems and everything is starting to grow. I don't know if these female flowers that are on there right now, or when they bloom, I don't know if there's going to be any male flowers available to help out to get them pollinating and get going. So they're probably going to end up like this one over here, and just going to end up shriveling up and dying. But there will be more female flowers for sure. Alright, well, I'll talk at you again later when there's more to talk about. Bye for now.